All these five elements, Agni, Vayu, Jal, Akash, Prithvi, that is the air, water, sky, earth, all these things can't do anything to the soul. Means fire can't burn it, air can't blow it, water can't make it die. So we are eternal beings. Maximum we may lose the body, we may get another body. So when we feel I am the soul, we feel the power. Nothing can be done to the soul. Whatever happens is to the body. Actually the soul performs everything through the body. It undergoes the result through the body. So suppose any disease like corona, when we feel I am the soul and this body is different, then we feel it will not affect the soul. Even if the disease comes, it comes to the body. If it goes also, we will get another body. So that is called the embodiment of power. It doesn't mean that we should not be careful and all. It's like the driver driving the car. The soul sits in the center of the forehead, looks through the eyes, listens through the ears, talks through the mouth. So this we need to realize time and again. Throughout the day, we need to think, I am not the body, I am the soul, I am just driving this body. The soul holds the body. It is there and it holds the body and it is running the body. A soul goes out, this body can't do anything. It's declared dead. There are three dimensions, like the physical world. We see the sky, stars, moon. This is called physical world. It's made of 5 elements. Above this there is a white subtle color, subtle world, that is like snowish, white snowish color. When we soul come out of the body, we fly with the subtle body and we reach the middle one, the subtle world, with the flying body. It's a transparent body with which you cannot talk with a voice, but with signals you can communicate. And in the subtle world, we leave the subtle body also. As a point of light, we go upwards. That is our home. The red golden color world, this is called Paramdham, Muktidham, Brahmand, Brahmalok, Brahma Mahatattva, sweet silence home. This is our home. All we souls and the Supreme Soul used to sit there. From there we came down and we are playing the part here. This is a 5,000 years drama. So the Supreme Soul God Shiva, with love we call him as Shiv Baba. Like us only, he is also point of light, but he doesn't enter into birth and death cycle. He is always sitting there. So only when the world becomes impure, ending time, he descends, imparts knowledge, makes us pure and takes us back. Now this is happening right now. So now we came from Paramdham. It is our original home, abode. We need to go back there. So we need to remember our father as Shiv Baba there. We have to go to him. Because when we came down, we were pure beings. We have to go back means we have to become pure. The only way to become pure is to think the self as a soul and remember him there while doing all the works, performing all the duties. My next station is Paramdham, sweet silence home. I am going back to my home. Like that we need to think. Now, next picture. Everybody will have a question, who is God? God is an incorporeal point of light. Here we see. He is called God Shiva, Shiv Baba. Baba means father. Just like we souls are point of lights, our father is also a point of light. But he doesn't enter into birth and death cycle. We souls do enter birth and death cycle. But what is his name? His name is Shiva. Shiva means it's a Sanskrit word meaning goes as world benefactor. He'll do good only to all the souls. That's why he's the father. And Kalyankari Shubhakari. He will do only good. He'll see only positive in all the souls, his kids. Our relation with him is his father, we are kids. And what is his duty? When the world becomes impure, he comes down to earth at the end of Kali Yuga. He imparts the knowledge of the entire universe in 3 dimensions. And as father, teacher, Sadguru, he plays part. As father, he gives the inheritance to take next birth. Where we are sitting, there only the heaven, Satyug is going to come. He gives the birthright to take birth in Satyug. As teacher, he teaches us which karma has got what effect. As Sadguru, he says, if you daily study with me, I came as a teacher, so if you study, at least listen to my versions every day, half an hour, I'll take you back to Paramdham when the cycle is over along with me. You need not come alone. So he is giving us the guarantee. So all three ways, as father, teacher, Sadguru, he is playing his part now. So what is his main duty means? He just gives the knowledge as a guideline. If we follow it, we will make our fortune with that. In the coming world, what we want to become, king or queen, or subjects or servants, depending upon our understanding of the knowledge and knowing him and remembering him and becoming like him, because he is also, what are his attributes? He is the ocean of knowledge, ocean of peace, ocean of bliss, ocean of happiness, Mukti Jivan Mukti Data. So he is the liberator, guide. So we are master gods as his kids. That's why in Shivratri they put one big Shivling and small Shivlingas as saligrams, his kids. So they worship both. Whoever takes this knowledge, they also become eligible and worship worthy. So the Supreme Soul's duty is only one, Patit Pavan. We have been calling God as Patita Pavana. Please come and make us pure. So now he is performing the duty since 1936. Why do we call the incorporeal point of light God Shiva? And with love we call him as Shiv Baba. As God means, if we see every religion is telling God is a point of light. Christ said, I am not God, I am child of God. Guru Nanak said, he is the form of light, he is up. In Japan also, 3-foot stand, they put one red color stone on that and they meditate. In Makkah also, round black color stone they put. That is also a symbol for incorporeal point of light, and they touch and come. Badrinath, Amarnath, Kedarnath, Somnath, in Hindus, in every religion, they are only indicating that God is up, he is the point of light. But we people are worshipping the messengers. Just like we said that Krishna is the God. But Krishna has taken birth, took the brought up of parents like us. So Krishna is a deity. Deity means a human soul which has attained all divine qualities by following the teachings of God Shiva. So God Shiva is the giver of the Bhagavad Gita knowledge, and the first man, first soul who converted his life, who has transformed himself completely as a deity, is Lord Krishna. Instead of putting father's name, that is Supreme Soul is Shiv Baba, he is Ajanma Ashariri. What is the difference between us and Supreme Soul? We come into birth and death cycle, we souls, whereas the Supreme Soul doesn't enter into birth and death cycle. He reincarnates and gives the knowledge. So whoever are having body and their own life, but why we are worshipping? Like Lakshmi Narayan, Ram, Sita, because they have got divine virtues. From where they got those divine virtues? Right now, whatever knowledge the Supreme Godfather, Parampita, Shiv Paramatma, Shiv Baba is teaching, by listening to this knowledge only, some of the souls have transformed their lives exactly the way he is giving the guidance in the same manner. So they attain high positions like prince and princess, king and queen, like Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, Ram Sita, and like that other deities. So deity means a human soul with the divine virtues. Whereas the Supreme Soul is the Father. He is the only one. So one God, one family. One God is only the incorporeal point of light God Shiva, whereas we are all souls, his kids. I hope you understand. Till now we are thinking that God is omnipresent. Omnipresent means he is everywhere, sarvavyapi. And one time we say that the soul itself is Supreme Soul and God is there in every soul. This is not true, because he has got his own name as Shiva, his own form as point of light, his own abode Paramdham. So if he is always existing in everything, then whom we are remembering? Why we constructed temples? Why everybody looks up? Where is God? And not only this, if the soul itself is the Supreme Soul, then these type of sinful actions the Supreme Soul can't do. So this is a wrong assumption. Actually, God is omnipotent. Omnipotent means because he doesn't enter into birth and death cycle. He is the creator, director and principal actor of this 5000 years drama. So he knows by default whatever is happening here. And whoever remembers him with love, at a time he can be present at so many places as point of light. That they have depicted as Sarvavyapi or omnipresent. Now let us see the world drama wheel. Now where we are? Exactly we are here. The end of Kali Yuga, start of Satyuga. The in-between period is called auspicious confluence age or Kalyanakari Purushottam Sangam Yuga. This is a meeting period of the existing souls on the earth with the Supreme Soul. That how it is happening. See, the starting Satyuga is 1250 years, Treta Yuga 1250 and Dwapar Yuga 1250 years, Kali Yuga 1250 years. All put together it is of 5000 years. But last 100 years of Kali Yuga is taken as auspicious confluence age. As we learned that God doesn't enter birth and death cycle, so he took the loan of one body, that 1 hour he will enter into his body and preaches the knowledge. His name is Prajapita Brahma. In his body he is entering and imparting knowledge since 1936. Since 1936, 100 years confluence age. So during this period, God is the director, creator. Creator how means the world has become old, so sinful actions have increased and so much of unhappiness because of diseases, disturbance of relationships or shortage of money, whatever it may be, and the disturbance from the nature also. The result is why it has happened also we will see. In Satya Treta Yuga, we ourselves were deities for whom we have built temples and we are going and praying. Sarvaguna Sampan, we are Nirgunahare, and we don't have any virtues, you only have all virtues, but it is our own idols we are worshipping. Our original dharma is Adi Sanatan deity religion. So how we lived as deities is here now. Since 1936, God Shiva has descended in Prajapita Brahma's body and he is preaching the knowledge. By listening to this knowledge, practically implementing in life, they become soul consciousness. So from here, this is the gateway to heaven. Here. So from here we will become purified with the knowledge and his remembrance and will go up to Paramdham. From there again we will descend here. So these two hands you are seeing. Right hand is the way to heaven. Left hand shows the Kali Yuga, that is night, Nark, and this is paradise. This has become like hell. So to transform this hell only, the Shiv Baba has come and he is teaching us. So whatever fortune we want, this is actually called diamond age, because in this 100 years we have to make the fortune for remaining all 5000 years. That is, first 2500 years will be very happy. There is not even one thought of unhappiness. because completely soul conscious means there is no pap karma. When we think I am the body, only 5 vices enter in us: lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego. So with those vices, whatever works we are doing, they are becoming sinful actions. That happened since Dwapar Yuga. In Satyuga, Treta Yuga, there is no sinful act because we were thinking ourselves as souls, looking at others also as souls. So that is called akarma. There is no negative result also, positive result also. We are just enjoying the fruit of the effort we put here when Shiv Baba is teaching the knowledge that you have to think like that, you have to think that you are a soul, you have to remember your qualities, you should leave lust, anger, greed, attachment. Daily, half an hour versions, he tells it is called Murli. When we listen to it every day, automatically the soul wants to follow it because it realizes the peace in those wordings. So it transforms itself, its thoughts, words and actions into soul conscious because originally we are souls. So originality only soul likes. So here there is all originality that they think that they are souls and they look at others also as souls. Though they have beautiful bodies of 6 feet height, they don't get attracted by bodies. They will see each other as a divine being, that is the soul. So with that thought only they used to give birth to kids. So this is all with purity only the world was running. So after Treta Yuga, what happened is we forget, deities forget that we are souls. So the first time they enter into body conscious, I am the body. Then lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego came in. So from here sinful actions came. When deities' purity has reduced, other religions descended. Like Ibrahim descended, Islam religion, he established with some preachings like that. Buddha descended, Buddhism. Christ descended, he established Christianity. So because they fresh descended from Paramdham, they already deities lost their purity. So with that the world ran some more further for some more period. Because without purity the earth can't resist the impurity totally. Like Shankaracharya came, he also preached Brahmacharya, like that. Here only we wrote all scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Bible, Quran, everything. Then later on, the Ibrahim, Christ, Guru Nanak, they also came into birth and rebirth. The main difference between the Supreme Soul, one God, one family, why we say only one God, because other religious heads, they come into birth and death cycles, whereas the Supreme Soul doesn't enter into birth and death cycle. He preaches here and he goes back and with all of us together and he sits there. He doesn't enter into heaven. That's why he teaches. What he is doing right now in Confluence is teaching. By listening to his teachings, we are doing the actions so that the fruit we only take, we only become deities. He doesn't enter heaven. He just sits up as a spectator. That's all. His part is only to teach when the world has deteriorated completely in values. And when Kali Yuga came, it is completely chaotic situation. Only 5 vices, lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego are ruling the world because we completely forgotten that we are souls. Who is God also we forgot. Even to the stone, to the tree, every human we are worshipping, telling that they are God. So during such time, he is entering Prajapita Brahma's body and he is preaching this knowledge to transform the soul. So each day of this confluence age, this 100 years is very much auspicious. Every second, every minute, every thought, every word, if we really do in his remembrance, we can make fortune for another 2 ages. So this is called gateway to heaven. Just like in the clock, 2 hands are there on 12. Again, they have to rotate and come here. In the same manner, this is the 5,000 years drama, keeps on rotating. Here once we go up and again come to Satyuga. Whoever have not taken this knowledge here, suppose only deities, religion souls only will come here. So they only take this knowledge regularly, they learn and implement. Whereas other religion souls, the last they will come to know the God has descended. They'll take the drishti of the God directly. So with that power they attain higher status in their religions. So ultimately they are also the kids of the Supreme Soul. So we are all souls brothers. We all have to go up together now. And the world transformation has already started. So this is about the world drama. So about this drama, what Shiv Baba says is, Shiv Baba is the world benefactor. In the same manner, this drama is also a wonderful thing, he tells. Because, see, if we are not teaching with the teachings of Supreme Soul, the drama will teach us the values. But that will be painful. But that is also for good. So what he says is, the moment you get up, you think what happened is good, what is happening is still good, what will happen is still more good.